Perfect. Welcome back, everybody, to the Birdies and Bourbon Show. Dan, I'm going complete DJ on this one, and you will not be maybe you already can understand me. Maybe I've already gone complete DJ, but I'm expecting you won't be able to understand me by the time I get done. The oldest player on a US Ryder Cup team plays the most matches, wins the most points. I don't know. Did they give an MVP out here?
We should for sure.
Oh, we definitely. I mean, maybe we'll just drink in honor of his of the MVP that they didn't give out. I guess in team spirit, they don't want to really, we don't want to recognize individuals. It's a team win.
Yeah.
I thought it was a little bit of a dick move for Xander, only to bring one stogie. I didn't see him handing any out.
Hey, I'm not going to be mad at the guy for being prepared.
And it's true. They should have known what was going to happen on Sunday, I guess. Right. So I don't know did you watch any of the tournament?
I watched it all. Yeah, it was fantastic. Glued to the TV all weekend or all week, starting on Friday or whatnot. It was fantastic. I mean, Steve Stricker going down as the best Ryder Cup captain of all time.
I mean, and I did hear, I don't think I heard him give a firm no, but I think I heard a loose no from Captain Stricker that he would not be coaching any future Ryder Cup team. So, but hey, I mean, he's going out of Darling. Why would you ruin something like that, man?
He's probably just trying to renegotiate that salary,
Ooh, wait a minute. Don't tell Brooks that. He didn't think he got paid anything to do this. He thought this was like a charity event, man. This is for country out here.
I do have a question for you. Do you think the Ryder Cup means more to the Euro team than it does to the US team?
Oh, Dan, you're going to get me all teared up, and here I'm going to have to start crying on you again. I guess so. I mean, I don't know. Rory's on there cussing and crying and cussing and crying. He didn't play like it meant more. I can tell you that.
Ooh.
But yeah, I mean, I think in spirit of what it is and what's, what they're trying to accomplish. Yeah. I mean, I think I want to say it does. I don't know necessarily, but if you listen to the kind of the banter coming in and a lot of negative press, I have to say those guys turned it around. I don't know who's showing up at the next golf tournament and what the attitudes are going to be like there, because now we're back to singles, done with team events for a while. So I don't know if that's going to change anybody's attitude when we see them tee it up again. But yeah, I think so, man. So do you think Padraig is going to go down as the weak link on the team, or do you think they're going to point the fingers at the players? I mean, the players have to hit the ball, right?
So it's a good point. So if we say Stricker's the best one of all time, then is Padraig the worst one of all time? No. We went through it, man. He didn't have a whole lot more options if there's people that he could plug in there. It's a really strange time for the Euro right now. The dollar is strong.
The dollar is extremely strong. We won't get into bets that I may have made prior to this thing going down. But I mean, to be honest, man, I was really hesitant on the fact that Team USA was going to be able to pull together and they were going to, and especially after Paris, right? And the things that kind of went down. And I don't know. I was kind of going like, I don't know if it's going to really go the way they think that it's going to. But yeah, the Euro is strong for sure. I mean, just looking at a couple of, I don't know if we want to go there yet. So yeah, it's strong. It looked like Wisconsin was a fantastic host to both teams. Man, that course, holy shit. I don't know. I don't think you could carry enough balls, Dan, to complete 18 holes on that golf course.
No, I don't think so either.
You'd
not
definitely
legally.
have to,
not legally.
You definitely have to play out of my bag. That's for sure. So DJ, so we both agree DJ MVP, plays 5 matches, wins 5 points.
Best press conference.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. I don't think I've ever heard DJ talk that much at a presser ever. And no. I've also never seen him that drunk at a presser ever. So
let's make sure it happens more often. It needs to happen more often.
Exactly. What's just some memorable highlights? So you got Spieth and no. I'm sorry. It was JT and was it JT and Berger that were out there chugging beers?
JT and Berger. Yep.
JT and Berger chugging beers first hole. That could have really gone sideways because if they go out doing that and then they don't win, then that could have probably been a little bit of a drawback. But I mean, those guys looked like they were having fun out there.
Oh yeah, they sure did. No, they were looking at a blast out there. JT and Spieth, they didn't. If it was on their shoulders, would have been tight, man. Would have been tight.
Yeah, I think what was I reading? Spieth has never won a singles match. He walked away with 1, 2, and 1. So JT kind of carried him through that. I don't know. And JT was really lobbying pretty hard, I think, back at the players to get Spieth on the team, right? I mean, it's kind of like, hey, like he's on the team, or you need to find 2 people.
Yeah.
And I don't know. You think his back's getting a little sore?
I think so. Yeah,
I think so. And again, Spieth in relatively recent form, he's definitely got a win on the season, definitely looking better. But if he doesn't qualify on his own, did we just see Jordan Spieth's last Ryder Cup?
I don't see how you can justify it. If there's other guys that are playing better at the time, I think you got to play them. I mean, this is a type of match that's high stakes, and he hasn't done that well. Now, he's on the team because he qualified this time. No, he didn't qualify this time. No, he was a pick. But he didn't even play that great going into this thing. I mean, he played great in January, February, and March, but the whole summer into the fall, it hasn't been good.
Hasn't been great, that's for sure. I mean, especially, look at Sam Burns, right? I mean, Sam Burns has got to be scratching his head going like, what the fuck, man? Why? And I mean, we all know why. I mean, just from a popularity standpoint, I mean, we knew why Spieth was, and I'm not upset that he was there. We both like Spieth. We're both Spieth fans.
Huge fan.
I hope he puts another green jacket on this season. I think it'd be fantastic. But yeah, I mean, I think if he doesn't qualify, I don't think he's got a chance at another cup. Another guy is.
Speaking of the Masters, if DJ wins the Masters in April, I hope Hideki puts a little sake in there for DJ in that coat.
for the presser afterwards, right? In Butler's cabin, he could be having a little nip
on that sake.
Who else? Harris English. I was a little surprised at his form there. He goes 1, 2, and 0.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was not great. Hey, the match? Okay, biggest winner, DJ, of course, with the 5 things. But holy cow, Bryson turned some heads this week.
Did he? It looked like he did. Did he win some new fans over this week?
Yes.
Is Bryson DeChambeau, has he now taken Patrick Reed's spot at the Ryder Cup? Hated on tour, loved at the Cup.
Texas. It's a Texas thing.
We don't hate him. We don't hate him.
No, we don't hate anybody.
But
I hate a couple people.
Yeah, let's not get into that. Could ruin the show, Dan.
But no, seriously. So what does he do? He drives the green on Sunday morning, and then gets the eagle to start the thing. He's telling people, hey, don't worry about the 3-wood guys. I'm still going for the green. He's like a showman out there. He's Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I enjoyed seeing he and Brooks kind of hugging it out, and he's got the shirt made, the Step Brothers shirt he's rocking now. Definitely ordered you one of those. Youth medium. It's gonna look great on you.
Perfect.
But yeah, man, I think here's who I do think we see. I think we get DJ Colin Morikawa just absolutely on fire out there. That guy is a stone cold killer on the golf course. Cantlay, absolutely. We're going to see him out again. Schauffele, that Schauffele-Cantlay matchup, you just can't really go wrong. Who do you think is going to be Bryson DeChambeau's buddy at the next Ryder Cup?
I mean, I don't know if it's going to be anything different than the Scheffler,
No, they're gonna keep that Texas thing running, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
That Texas duo, absolutely. Whether Scotty Scheffler qualifies or not, he has earned his spot at the next Ryder Cup.
Yeah, that win on Sunday. Yeah, he took down the Spanish Goldfish.
He took down the number one player in the world right now. Took him down, and he actually made it look like Bryson was having a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what more you could ask for. It's like that. I mean, we may have, I don't know, maybe Scotty Scheffler's the MVP. I'm just kidding. You can't take away what DJ did.
Oh, DJ was on fire, man.
And the fact that he got drunk.
Yeah.
I mean, God, you got to love that.
You got to love it.
I bet DJ requests the first tee time in every Ryder Cup match going forward. He's like, do you know how many beers I can drink after my round? He's like, shit, why are you all making me go off at the end of the day when I could have been drinking beers all afternoon?
Well, exactly. He's going to be standing at the first tee begging for beer.
Strategy. And fact of the matter is, okay, so here's when are we going to see tour players when are we going to see professional golfers at the Ryder Cup with a cooler?
Sponsorship opportunities.
Clearly, they'll be drinking those cold Brooksies, brought to you by Brooksies Lager. But I mean, seriously, it's like you got Berger and JT are chugging beers on the first tee before they tee off.
No, they didn't. They were done.
Oh, they'd finished already.
They were already done. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, the next thing to have, I may have been at some music festivals this week.
Okay.
So
it's fine. But yeah.
But the next thing to come is put coolers in the bag.
Put coolers in the bag.
Why not?
Well, definitely, you're definitely on something for Dustin wanting to play the first round. So he's done and doesn't play in the afternoon. I'm an old man now. I can't do it. He's out there begging for stuff on the first tee.
Exactly. Let's see. What about on Team Euro? So Rahm, I wouldn't have picked. I thought it would be a good match between Rahm and Scheffler. When they called it, I really didn't see that happening. Ryder Cup rookie taking down the world number one. When it counts. Yeah, I was a little surprised by that.
Yeah, I was very surprised by that. But then again, I think he's probably pretty tired, right? He played everything. He had everything's on his shoulders, and they're getting their butts kicked. And it's Sunday morning. He's like, "Damn, I gotta go here and do this again."
Hey, so did DJ, and he's got a few years on Rahm.
Rahm's like, we got like, how many points did they have on the board on Sunday morning? Like, I don't know,
12. 11 or 12.
No. The Euro. How many points did they have on the board? Like on Sunday morning,
4.5.
Yeah, 4.5. He's like, I got 4 of them for him.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So it was. But what a lot of fun, man. I guess we'll be talking about the 2025 Ryder Cup next week, huh? Getting ready for this. Got a lot to get ready for.
At this point, we could probably start talking about John Rahm's kids starting to play for the Euro team because the
bench looks pretty light. Paul Casey goes 0-4. Probably played in his last cup
for sure. Yeah.
Wiesberger, which was a captain's pick, goes 0-3. Probably played in his last Ryder Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Fitzpatrick goes 0-3. I don't want to keep the theme going here. Tommy Wood, Fleetwood, 0-1-2. Victor Hovland, 0-3-2. I mean, they just could not get anything. Rory, 1-3, which Rory's his history here is kind of spotty, but yeah, just I don't know, man. Questionable at best. Probably saw Lee Westwood in his last Ryder Cup performance. Ian Poulter, I think, is going to be an interesting one at the next Cup. Does he or doesn't he? He went 1-2. And, I think there were some comments being made about JT and which JT finished better than that. JT finished 2-1-1, but they were talking about just the energy and the electricity and what Ian Poulter brings to the team. So I could probably see Poulter making it one more team, but I mean, he's going to be I don't know if he's 42, 43. So, you got to figure he'll be 45-ish by Ryder Cup time. So I think that's right. Maybe a couple of years older, but yeah, I don't know. It'll be a good one, man. So will it be better than this one? Shit, I don't know. This was good. It was fun to see everybody out there. Fun to see everybody partying. It was, and you know what? One of the things that I found extremely just as far as gamemanship goes, it was Team Euro, and it was Sergio, and it was Rom, and it was, there wasn't this malicious kind of, nobody was pissed off, nobody was running and hiding, everybody was at the end kind of coming out and watching. You got Bryson and Sergio laughing together. I mean, it really, really looked like they had a good time. And I thought that was very, very commendable on Team Euro side and in the way that they handled that defeat, which set a record in Ryder Cup points. So I wouldn't have taken it that well. I can damn sure guarantee you that.
Yeah. What do you think about Rory?
Well, I think that he's going to take Ricky Fowler's job in all these commercials, man. He's a hell of an actor.
Oh boy.
I think he's a hell of an actor. I mean, he was turning the waterworks on just at will hey, let me rein it in. Let me get this out. Let me turn them back on and let it roll.
Yeah. I thought he seems to do a great job as being an ambassador to the sport. And he always has the right thing to say, whether it's about Brooks and Bryson and letting those guys kind of go after each other. But then after a while, he's like, he's the guy that's kind of the captain of the tour right now. I think he's kind of got that baton, right? I mean, if people look for some way to just talk about the tour and to be the voice of it, I think it's him. And I think he shows how much this means to him. That's what I talked about in the beginning of this thing, is like, I think it means more to him than anybody on the U.S. team.
Yeah, for sure. I do too. I do.
But why is that?
I mean, he talked about it, right? I mean, he talked about as a kid, watching the Ryder Cups and just what it meant to, I think that it was Rory that said, I didn't dream of winning a major. I dreamt of playing on the Ryder Cup team. So I think it's just the history and, that's, different culture over there. So I
think everybody on the U.S. side would rather have the major.
For sure. Absolutely. Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. But again, look at the people that are saying it, right? I mean, you've got Rory saying it, but he's one shy of a career grand slam. So, yeah. I mean, it's not like it's somebody that's never won a major saying that. So I think and not to say that you can't mean it and at the time and the emotions are flying high and, where you are, but I think in the sense of when he's saying it in his career is probably a lot different than, say, a Scotty Scheffler or a Tony Finau or Harris English. I mean, you could just keep going down the list and, I don't know. Ask Lee Westwood. I don't think Lee Westwood's won a major yet.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. And so ask Lee. I mean, I don't know if Lee answers honestly. I mean, Lee's probably going to say, I want to win the major. Maybe I could be wrong. Because I think he's got the longest tenure in Ryder Cups, as of anyone that had played. So
who's the next U.S. coach? Is it Zach Johnson?
So that'll be in Paris.
Captain.
Yeah. So that'll be in Paris. Zach Johnson or Fred Couples. And no, it won't be. No, it's going to be in Italy. Italy. Sorry, Paris was a pre. It'll be Italy. And I don't know. I think it's either Zach Johnson or Fred Couples, and because I think they're saving Phil for Beth Page. Okay. But yeah, and then I don't know. Freddie had some pretty harsh things to say about the Paris debacle, so that kind of put him in the bad graces with I don't know, the Ryder Cup committee, but it didn't stop Steve Stricker from pulling him in and making him vice captain. So and then it's kind of like, hey, okay, put up or shut up, right? Because whoever it is that has to fill Stricker's shoes, the good news is it looks like it's pretty much the same team. You're going to have a lot more experience from the U.S. side, and I don't see anybody coming from the Euro side that's going to really be able to answer or respond back. So, I mean, who do you got? Higo, and I mean, there's a few maybe, but yeah, I think it's still going to be.
I can't wait to see what DJ does on Grappa.
Oh, we should have been drinking grappa today. What were we thinking?
We'll do it. We'll do it next time. We got another show.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I don't know. I thought it was a great event. Loved watching it. It's I don't know. Is golf going to be a little boring this weekend? Heading to Jackson, Mississippi after what we just saw. I mean, it's still golf, so I'm still gonna enjoy watching it. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, man. It was. I mean, it doesn't hurt that Team USA won, so it's a little easier to have a conversation and throw a few back when there's a victory for your country. But just in seeing all those guys work together, just with all the bullshit that was leading up to it about how they weren't going to gel, they weren't going to jive, they weren't going to be able to pull it together, and I think that they totally wiped that. Even it ain't even in the same ballpark, Dan.
Yeah.
I mean, they absolutely did.
The other guy that we didn't really talk about that just confirms again and again and again is Patty Ice. I mean, that guy is just he is a great player as well, and he's player of the year, and everybody's trying to take it away from him because of Muirfield and all that kind of stuff. But it showed again, that he's there to stay, man. Yeah.
I mean, he sounded back. I mean, it was all the noise. I mean, look at Rahm and look at Patty Ice.
Mm-hmm.
Cantlay once again shows up and delivers, and Rahm gets beat by a rookie, a Ryder Cup rookie. Just saying.
I ain't getting away no damn rookie.
Oh, good stuff, man. Good stuff. All right, let's head to I don't know what else. Anything else? That's about all. I don't know if I have anything else. Did get on.
I think it was Kyle Porter or somebody on Twitter said, let's just hope, and I think it was going into Sunday morning. Let's just hope that Berger, DJ, and what was the third one? I forget the other third one. DJ, Berger, and somebody else don't get distracted by any of those boat parties out there.
Well, they did not. They did not.
You definitely see those guys out there on one of those boats.
they did not get distracted. So yeah, good. Oh,
Koepka, probably Koepka.
Yeah,
Koepka's a big boat guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't see anybody on a boat, but who knows? I guess they still got this week, right? You think they're out of there by now? Or you think they're sticking around to party down at Whistling Straits?
I think they probably were all jets out this morning, probably, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I would expect so. After that,
Rory probably like 9 o'clock last night.
Get me out of here,
Florida.
Get me to Florida. Yeah. Other than that, man. So I did take in a few music venues and some outdoor music festivals this weekend too. Played around at golf, but I had a busy weekend. No wonder I'm so tired today. I mean, I was out and about. Definitely.
You look it.
Working through mingling around in all these super spreaders. I'm validating this vaccine actually works. So far, so good. Either that or is all the whiskey.
You'll never know.
Yeah, prefer to keep it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Dan. Well, let's head to Jackson, Mississippi. I think it's Jackson Country Club. I know it's Jackson Country Club.
Mm-hmm.
And Country Club of Jackson, just shy of 7,500 yards, par 72. It's a Donald Ross designed golf course. And winners have kind of been across the board here. So Sergio Garcia in 2020, Sebastian Munoz, Cameron Champ, Ryan Armour, and Cody Gribble. I don't even know if Cody Gribble's still on tour. So you've got bombers, you got some short hitters out there, and you've got Sergio Garcia. As far as I see, if you do select him in the lineup, I would definitely double check. I think he is the only Ryder Cup player that I saw that's actually that's listed in the field. So it wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't make it. He's got to be tired too. I think he played 4 matches. So I could definitely see that being a WD. Maybe not. Maybe he does want to come back and defend his championship. He probably saw that Ricky Fowler wasn't there and said, holy shit, this is a surefire way for me to earn my way back onto a Ryder Cup team. Notable, my last one and done was Sebastian Munoz. I probably played him prematurely as he missed the cut at Fortnite. And yeah, you're one and done in here. He's definitely feeling that loss.
Oh boy.
I bet he's so mad that he got beat by Scotty Scheffler, that rookie.
Oh yeah, he is.
I bet he is so hot about
he
that.
Is pissed. Yeah, that guy hates to lose. Yeah.
I know. All right, let's go see our friends at Fantasy National as we get into our picks for this week. Are you surprised, Dan? Are you surprised that Fantasy National, DraftKings, they have the highest salaried player is Sam Burns, a guy that got snubbed from the Ryder Cup?
I think he's a great player and he's been playing good golf, good form. I'm not surprised at all. No, I told you I thought he should have been on the team.
Yeah,
but who would you take off if you put him on? I don't want to go down that road, but I mean, yeah.
Well, you already asked the question.
Okay.
I think by what just occurred, I think you could take Harris English off. I think you could take Tony Finau off, and you could take Jordan Spieth off. I think you could replace him with any of those three players. Now, the good news is it really wouldn't have made a difference. Spieth got a half a point, so that Spieth really won, right? I mean, I think outside of what he hit I forget what hole it was, but he hit the one shot. He was kind of off the side of the hill and he hit blind. He hit it up the hill. He almost fell in Lake Michigan. He's dancing around out there. But, outside of that, I don't definitely it's at the he could not make a putt all week. But once again, you've distracted me, Dan. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to throw me off. So I screw my one and done up. I know what you're trying to do, because by the way, you will not be able to use John Rahm for the rest of the season. I've made a note. I've made a note of this.
We'll see.
Just saying. Okay. So I'm looking at the last 24 rounds on Fantasy National. At $10,000 and above, starting at $11,000, Sam Burns, Willie Z, the Spanish Bull himself, if he makes it, Sungjae Im, and Corey Connors. Who do you like in the elite pricing tier this week, Dan?
You think Sergio might pull out of this thing? I don't think so, right?
I think so. I think he pulls out.
You really do? Wow.
I mean, listen, just coming off of the previous season, and just played at the Ryder Cup. I think that was probably more emotional than any tournament he's played all year. I think it's going to be draining for him, man.
Okay. Well, I love Burns. I love Burns here. 16% projected ownership, T18 at the Tour Championship, or 8th at the BMW, 21st at the Northern Trust, a second at St. Jude, playing really good golf. I think he's going to want to show everybody what he can do. And I think he's a good play. I think Willie Z is a great play. I'm with you with Sergio. I think he's going to be tired. Even if he does play, I don't expect much from him. Sungjae, I like too. T20 at Tour, 3rd at the BMW, T16 at Northern Trust, T24 at Wyndham, T46 at WGC St. Jude. Off the T18th in this field, on the approach 15th, 53rd in putting. I don't know. I might go towards Sungjae for my one and done.
Ooh, throwing me some curveballs out here, huh?
You got Corey Connors down there too.
Yeah, and Corey Connors, and I really like Corey Connors here. I think that he's got a great track history in T17. He did miss the cut in 2020, but then he finished second and then a T65. So recent form, top 20s in his past three. So I think that Corey probably is somewhere where I'm starting a lineup. I'm with you in the sense of I think Sungjae is probably also a good play here, T28 and 21 and second in 2020. I don't know. I mean, can you get away from Sergio if he shows up? I think he's going to be tired. Does he make the cut? Probably, but I think at 10,500, I'm probably kind of leaning away from Sergio just based on that episode that he put on in Kohler. So I guess that's, if there's a fade, it's Sergio. Anybody else, I think you're absolutely safe and you can start there and charge on.
Do you know that we're actually tied in one and done right now?
that's what happens when you don't get any points. When both players, there's one tournament, you're one tournament in, both players miss the cut. It's a dogfight right now. It's a dogfight. So let me tell you where I am gravitating to in the $9,000 range, and he's definitely going in a lineup. Could be my one and done is Mito Pereira. He's top tens in 3 of his last 4 starts. He has not played here before. He may be coming off of so 3rd at Fortinet. He did miss the cut at the Wyndham, 6th at the 3M, 5th at Barbasol. Won the BMW Charity and won the Rex Hospital. Those were Corn Ferry events, I believe. I believe they were. So nevertheless, I think Mito probably is where I'm starting. I may try to work in like a Corey Mito lineup, but I don't know. I'll have to see how that goes from a salary cap standpoint. I think there's lots of other great options in the $9,000 range. Just to mention a few for me.
I like HB3.
I do too. I think this is somewhere. I think the field that's here. I think the course. I think this sets up really well for him. And again, with the field, I think there's some good action for HV3. He's probably a pretty good outright bet too. I don't know. To look and see what the odds are on him.
Yeah, I would think so.
Any call outs in the $9,000 range that you're steering clear of?
Maybe Sebastian Munoz.
I mean, recent winner. No, I'm sorry, not recent. Well, one here in 2019. I don't know. I mean, that's gotta be, there's gotta be something there, right?
Form hasn't been great, but yeah.
T23 first, T50, T35. I mean, I would say pretty good track history here.
Lowest projected ownership in this range goes to Siwoo, and then second is Munoz, I think. Yeah. He's tied with Cameron Davis. I like Davis better than like Munoz.
What about Charley Hoffman? I think we've seen some pretty good stuff out of him as of late, right?
Yeah, I mean, the Hoff's been in better form. Yeah, I like him here. I'm not going to pick him as a one and done because I save him, right? But yeah, I like him here.
Yeah,
21 projected ownership for Hoffman.
21. Yeah,
Mhm.
So that's probably why I'm avoiding him then. But yeah, all in all, I mean, recent form looks pretty good. Proximity 100 to 125 ends, 21st in driving distance. If he's 5th in birdies or better, yeah, 1 to 125. So I could see if you want to play Hoffman, I could probably go in that direction. I don't really see anybody that I mean, maybe Tringali. I think what's recent form for Tringali? I think it's looking a little.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's probably if I'm fading, but I mean, I think most of these guys in the $9,000 range, you probably are pretty good.
Yeah.
$8,000 range. Your boy Matt Wolf's making an appearance.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Finally back in action. I don't know. You gonna take some Wolf action this week?
This course sets up well for him. He's so long, and yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he, top 20s here. What do you think?
I'm probably going to try to work him into a few lineups again, just with the field. I mean, I can see him kind of getting things together. I mean, his numbers don't look all that great from a ranking standpoint, but got a couple of missed cuts. 17th St. Jude. Yeah. I don't know, maybe. I mean, I'm probably leaning some other direction. Seamus Power for sure.
Definitely.
I think he's in this model, he's ranked first in strokes gained total, 9th in DraftKings points. So I think that's a definite must for me. Probably everybody else. What's his projected
17
ownership? All right. So could be worse, I guess. Carlos Ortiz, maybe. I think his tournament history looks pretty good.
Seamus real quick. Definitely Italy. He'll be on the Ryder Cup team, right?
You would expect.
Yeah. He could have played this year too.
He definitely could have played this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably a second guess right there. And like, shit, man, we should have, probably should have gone that direction.
Yeah.
But Seamus here, he missed the cut in 20. 19 and 19, 18 and 18, 29th and 17. I was getting ready to think we had some rhythm going there. And we were going to get 21 and 21. Wait a minute. It'd be 22 and 22 because we're in the 22 season. So Carlos Ortiz, he missed the cut here last year, but T4 and T3 in the 2 years prior. And Doug Gim, T23 last year. So I don't know, maybe if you need to get down in the low $8,000 range, possible. What about so here's another thing just to be aware of is we're going to see a lot of new faces, a lot of new names with some folks coming over from the Korn Ferry Tour. So people earning their tour cards for this season. So we're going to see some new folks out there. Keith Mitchell's missed the cut here twice. He's in the $7,000 range. It's $7,800. So I don't know if I look at what's going on in, just look at the field, I'm kind of thinking, I don't know, Keith Mitchell ought to be able to keep up here, but 2 missed cuts. I actually like Scott Stallings here, T6, T28, T39, and T43. And he is coming off of a pretty solid past few tournaments, 6 at the Fortnite Championship, or Fortinet, however you'd like to say it. So, and I think I'm just going to look at the Fortinet and kind of take a stab at Scott Stallings in course history and say that's probably a solid play.
Ches is a good play here for that price. Yeah, that's hard to beat, man.
Yeah, Ches definitely a solid play. Patrick Rogers, I think he's definitely going to find his way in a few lineups. 6th at Fortinet and 5th at the Barbasol. So he typically plays well and in these what do we want to call them, limited fields? I don't know if it's limited, but fields with a little less horsepower. Zach Johnson, again, I think he's going to be tired, man. I mean, he just coming, he was a co-captain, vice captain up in Wisconsin. I don't know, maybe he's inspired. Maybe he's got a little itch because, I'm sure there's a lot of work that goes into co-captaining, but definitely a lot different than playing. So I don't know, did we see a resurgence of Zach Johnson after the United States Ryder Cup sets the record for the most points scored? I don't know, maybe.
Could be.
I don't know who else in the $7,000 range. Plenty of folks I'm probably
Mackenzie Hughes
clear of.
He was T52 at the BMW, T27 at Northern Trust, T37 at the Wyndham, T6 at the Open, $7,600, projected ownership 2.1%. Putting, he is 5th in this field off the T 125th. But if you go back, Mackenzie Hughes, the first time he ever played here was in 2017. Well, the last time he's played here was 2017. It was T26. So he can play the course. He hadn't played there in a while, but he'll be fine.
Yeah, at 7,600. I mean, that's probably worth a go.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Ryan Armour, previous winner. Recent form for Ryan Armour. It keeps happening. I keep getting an advertisement.
An advertisement? What in the world?
I don't know. I didn't think I saw those in the past. What did I just say? Oh, Ryan Armour at $7,300. Recent form 51 at Fortinet, 6th at the 3M, 5th at Barbasol. So he did miss a cut at the Wyndham, but I mean, not too bad in his last 3 or 4. Made the cut. So it's potential at 7,300. Who else? Anybody else in the $7,000? There's my boy Snedeker.
I know.
There's my boy Snedeker. God, I'm always a sucker for him.
You are. You fall for it all the time.
Let's see. Missed the cut at that Fortinet, 47th Northern Trust. Missed the cut at the Wyndham, 11th 3M. All right. I'm passing on Snedeker this week. It probably means you need to play him as you're one and down or put some money on him. Definitely going to win the tournament.
Exactly.
Unless Dan picks him as his one and done, and then we don't want to go there.
Mm-hmm. Yep, 100%.
Might be a little shaky. I don't know anybody else in the $7,000. There's actually a lot of good value down there. Where's Svensson at? Let's see. Svensson at Adam Svensson, $7,100. He's 15th in strokes gained total, he's ranked first in this model, tee to green, and got a couple of wins in last year's season. Yeah, so I think he's got a recent win, by the way. And let me see where Svensson is. And I'm going to start playing around. So he was 51st at Fortinet, 27th at the Corn Ferry Championship, won the Nationwide. So I would say 3 pretty solid showings in the past month. So I'm probably going to ride the hot hand. What's Svensson's ownership looking like?
It's at $7,100.
Yeah.
7.4.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go. It's probably gonna be a place where I sit at
25th off the tee, second on approach, 22nd around the green, and 131 in putting in this field. Yeah, it's still good. He's got a lot of green there.
Putter's a little scary, but everything else is kind of leading in that direction. So,
yeah, $6,000 range.
I mean, I'm just looking, and like my eyes just fell on his name. And it's one of those, it's like, I shouldn't say never. I rarely play him. And when I don't, he comes in 10th at the Wyndham, or, something crazy like that. I don't know. Recent form outside of the Wyndham has not been very good, but Rory Sabatini, I don't know. He just always seems like sneaky good to me in these fields. So
yeah, I'm with you there.
But he does have a lot of missed cuts, so I'm probably not going that way. Friend of the show, Hudson Swafford.
I like Hudson here.
900.
Yeah.
We'll be talking with True Linkswear pretty soon, and Ryan Moore at 6,800. Let's see what Ryan Moore looks in recent form for Ryan. Missed the cut at Fortinet. So he's got 3 missed cuts, but second at the John Deere, 54th at the Travelers. So I don't know what's going on. Putting, he looks fine. Yeah, he missed, I don't see his score, but he must have just barely missed the cut there. Just looking to see if there's anybody else. Denny McCarthy. Yeah, no, can't do that. Anybody else in the $6,000 range kind of stand? Look at Doc Redman at $6,500.
That's a play.
Look at Dolly Vanderwaal at $6,500, ranked first in this model in DraftKings points. Around the greens, really the only thing that doesn't look great. Everything else looks pretty damn solid for Vanderwaal.
You could take a stab at Jimmy Walker, 6,400.
You could take a stab at Jimmy Walker at 6,400 if you needed to or wanted to.
His last appearance was at the 3M. He was T11.
Yeah, there you go. I think it's what is his 16th year on tour, I believe. So probably a little pressure on Jimmy to get something done this season. I would expect. So But yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of it. I thought there was a lot in that $7,000 range, man. This is Richie Warinsky at 6,500, Russell Knox at 65. I don't know about Warinsky, but Russell Knox at 6,500 looks like a decent play. And Alex Smalley at 6,400. Yeah, so we'll have to get Kramer Hickok at 6,300. What is it? Wasn't it Kramer and Phil at
Yeah. No, it was Kramer and Harris English, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kramer and Harris English. Yeah. The
John Deere, I think. Wasn't it?
Yeah, I'll give you that. I wanted to say it was the Travelers, but it could have been the John Deere.
Maybe it was the Travelers.
Yeah, I thought it was Travelers. I could be wrong though. I've been wrong.
Travelers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The playoff round, the playoff match that would never end. So
yep.
All in all, looks like I'm gonna have to spend some more time in this. Andy Ogletree has made it back. Numbers don't look great, but at $6,200, I think we're gonna get something out of him.
Yeah, that's a good play. Yeah. Yep.
Wow. Yeah. A ton of names, man. It's going to be fun to see how this year or how this season progresses with a lot of these names that are in these. I'm going to make a note of a few of these guys just to kind of keep track of where they are ranked today, and then kind of how things progress as they move through the season. So how about Doc Redman at 6,500? Do we know? Is there something we don't know? How is he?
No,
How is he $6,500?
No, the numbers are on the board there, buddy.
I mean, I guess, but
let me open this up again. I just closed it down.
No, he's got quite a few missed cuts. I'll give you that.
Like 5 in a row.
Yeah, no.
that's a little tough. We love Doc, man.
Yeah.
So that's a little tough, but I don't mind it. Yeah, I think it will shape it back up.
I would think so. All right. So what do we get into our one and done?
Yeah, let's get into the one and done. I will take Sungjae Im.
You're going to take Sungjae. Okay. What if I wanted to go Sungjae?
You can go Sungjae.
No, I don't want to go Sungjae. I'm torn. I either want to go Corey Connors or Mito Pereira. And give me Mito. Give me Mito. I don't know where in the hell else I'm going to use him at. So give me Mito.
Okay. You got him. I can tell you where else you're going to use him at. Anywhere. That he has been playing great.
I know he is playing exceptionally good. Yeah, I mean, it's like the farther you go down the board on this thing, the better people start to look.
Yeah.
I got to keep on that Adam Svensson guy and Matt Wallace too. I'm back up in the $7,000 range, but yeah, there's quite a few people here that are that could garner some interest and plenty of value if you want to play. You probably play a couple of those people in the premier tier, and drop down you could make the rest of your other 4 players in the $6,000 range. I think pretty damn easy.
Yeah, 100%.
Cool, man. So we got what do we got coming up? We got we got some whiskey folks that'll be coming up on the show. We got some golf gear coming up on the show. I think we got a couple of caddies coming on the show. We got some good stuff lined up coming into a little bit of fall golf. I did see look like Sweetens Cove had a great golf tournament this past weekend. Had the big screen out there, so a little Ryder Cup viewing. And yeah, if you're in the Atlanta area, Berkeley Hills is playing great right now.
Nice.
Couldn't be playing better. And yeah, outside of that, Dan, what else is coming up?
How'd you do in your football last week?
Let's see. So I won my fantasy league. So I'm 3-0 heading into week 4. I'm leading the league in points. And in my pick'em league, I came in, still got to play tonight. So as it stands today, I'm in 3rd, and it doesn't look like I'll do any worse than 3rd, but I can't make it to 1st. Guy's too many points ahead of me. So yeah, let's see who burned me. Yeah, your fins did not burn me. I steered clear of those guys.
That's a smart thing to do.
Oh, I know. Don't worry. It's gonna be a common theme for me. However, my Falcons, I did go with them for the win this week. It looked close. It was a nail biter, but they did pull it off against the Giants. So that was interesting to see. Wish the best for Andy Reid. Hope he's doing well.
I know.
That was that loss really shook him up. So he got carted off in the ambulance after the rounds. So
next year we need to get in a league with like some of these caddies, like get Dynamite and his crew. Let's get a little league going against those guys.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Yeah, we'll make a note. We'll have to start working on that.
Yeah, and Dynamite.
He's
fun. It was fun. I liked him.
Yeah, it was a good. Yeah, that was a great show. Great time. We got to get him back. We'll have him back on pretty soon. We'll got to think of what big events are coming up. Like we definitely need to get him on for like the Derby.
Oh yeah,
that'd be a fun one. Yeah, so we'll get
the bowl.
Oh yeah, the soup. Yeah, we'll get him on for the Super Bowl for sure. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, good stuff.
Cool.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, all good, man. Well, Dan, until next time, I'm gonna go party like I'm Dustin Johnson.
Oh, there you go. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Cheers.